Good evening, everyone. Oh, that's so beautiful. Thank you. Welcome to the Schomburg Center for Research in Black Culture. My name is Joy Bibbins. I have the Thank you all. I have the distinct privilege of serving as director of this historic institution. Y'all are making me a little nervous, but we have been plotting and planning for years in anticipation of this moment, and it is finally here. Tomorrow, we officially turn 100 years old. I could not be more pleased to welcome you here this evening to celebrate this momentous occasion. It reminds me that 100 years ago on this day at 8:30 p.m., community members gathered in the 135th Street Branch Library for what was called the literary event of the year on the eve of our public opening, and we are here in that same tradition. That work they began then, it remains urgent today. You all know what is going on around us: book banning, erasures. The Schomburg is standing firm in its commitment to preserving the history of Black people. I am honored to stand before you, members of the Schomburg Center, to offer heartfelt thanks for your support of this historic institution. As members at every level, you have done your part to ensure that this day would come. And we rely on your support and know that you are committed to the Schomburg's mission to steward and preserve the treasures of our history for today and for future generations. Thank you truly for all that you do. I mentioned last night that I would be giving a lot of remarks this week, and that the common theme would be gratitude. And I am so grateful to Schomburg Society members. I am also so grateful for the Schomburg staff. Matter of fact, I don't want to put y'all on the spot, but will all the members of the Schomburg staff who are here tonight please stand or raise your hand? These are the dedicated professionals who make this place work, and I just have to say thank you. I also know that there are former Schomburg staff members in the building, and I invite you all to stand as well. I may not have worked with all of you, but I know all of your work. And I thank you for getting us to this moment. I'd like to acknowledge any board members, Centennial Advisory Committee members who are in attendance this evening. I'd also like to recognize our Harlem cultural community that's in attendance. I know I saw Thelma earlier and others. I really appreciate you being here for this momentous occasion. And I would be remiss not to honor and acknowledge members of the Schomburg family in attendance this evening. Dean, I saw you earlier, so if you could stand and greet us, if anyone else is here. Thank you for your continued commitment to Arturo Schomburg's legacy. So tonight, we are honored to have with us the Alice Coltrane Trio and harpist, composer, and visionary, wow, that was great, Brandy Younger. Brandy is no stranger to the Schomburg Center. She performed right here during our Women's Jazz Festival as part of the unforgettable Alice Coltrane tribute. We are proud, of course, to hold Alice Coltrane's albums in our collections in moving image and recorded sound, preserving her legacy for future generations. Brandy has performed and recorded with musical legends including Stevie Wonder, Lauryn Hill, Common, John Legend, and The Roots. Tonight, she returns to share more with us about the Alice Coltrane Ensemble or Trio, continuing the legacy of an artist. Now, I hope that you will join us for the many centennial programs and events we have planned during this year, starting with tomorrow's public opening and our Centennial Festival on June 14th. Please make sure to visit schomburg.org/100 for more information because we have a lot planned for you this year. So I just want to thank you again for joining us. Thank you for your support of the Schomburg. Thank you for your work on behalf of the Schomburg. Thank you to all of the staff, facilities, curators, librarians, security for making this place run and for the community that supports and loves us. I love the Schomburg. I know you do too. And I would like for you to now join me in warmly welcoming to the stage, Brandy Younger.
Good evening. It's an honor to be back here. It's always really a privilege to be here. So tonight, I'm really honored to have the Alice Coltrane Ensemble. I'm the director of the ensemble at the New School, and we all share a love and affinity for Alice Coltrane, her life and her music. And so we've been working together for the past 5 weeks or so at school very hard on some music, so we're going to play a couple of pieces for you tonight. I'm going to go in chronological order, but we're going to not play in chronological order. In 1967, John Coltrane passed away. However, his wishes were to complete the home studio in the basement down in Huntington, Long Island, where they had their home, and she completed the studio and recorded her first album, A Monastic Trio. And one of the songs on that is entitled Gospel Train. So we will be finishing tonight with Gospel Train. And we're going to start, this was 1967. So in 1976, she released an album called Eternity. And on Eternity is a song called Om Supreme. And by this time, a lot of her music really turned into chants. But in meditation, she received a directive from God to move from Long Island to California. So you can hear in the English lyrics in the first verse of the song how the directives were sent to her. So you will hear basically about going to California. And then you'll hear repeated throughout the song, Om Supreme Bhagavan, which means the highest reverence to God. So I am very honored to introduce the Alice Coltrane Ensemble.
California, you know I will meet you in California. California, California, in California, in California. Om Supreme Bhagavan, Om Supreme Bhagavan, Om Supreme Bhagavan, Om Supreme Bhagavan. When I called you to Brahma Loka, you know I will meet you in Brahma Loka. And when I called you to Shiva Loka, you know I will meet you in Shiva Loka. And when you come home to Turiya Loka, you know I will meet you in Turiya Loka. And when I called you to Hiranya Loka, you know I will meet you in Hiranya Loka. Satya Loka, Brahma Loka, Hiranya Loka, Satya Loka, Hiranya Loka. Om Supreme Bhagavan, Paramahansa, Om Supreme Bhagavan, Tariyahanda, Om Supreme Bhagavan, Paramahansa, Om Supreme Bhagavan, Turiyananda, Om Supreme Bhagavan, Paramahansa, Om Supreme Bhagavan, Turiyananda, Paramahansa, Thank you.
So much. Thank you. I'd like to invite Rashawn Carter and Alan Mednart to the stage. I promise you I'm not hiding from you guys. That was wonderful. We are going to now perform some original music of mine for you. The first piece that we're going to play is actually in two movements. I composed this during the height of the pandemic. It's entitled Unrest, Movements 1 and Movements 2. I was commissioned by the Jazz Coalition to compose a piece that reflected the time, and we all remember that time and all that was going on. And there were lots of protests going on when I looked outside my window. So the first movement is for solo harp, and it's composed in such a fashion that it's kind of not the way you should compose for harp. I broke all the rules. I tried to make it sound as uncomfortable as possible, but the harp just sounds so pretty. So I had to add a second movement with bass and drums. And both Rashawn and Alan will be featured on that. And then I have a new album coming out. Yay! So we are going to play 2 pieces from the new album. The album is called Gadabout Season, and we hope you enjoy. Thank you. Thank you so much. So the next piece we're going to play for you is brand new. This is off of the new album. It's got a really silly title, so I'm not going to tell you. But I'll tell you this much. I think of this song as I wrote it like confrontational conversation. You ever have a conversation with someone and it's only one person is doing all the talking? That's what this is. So I hope you enjoy it, and you'll see the silly name. It's on my Instagram somewhere, but I'm too embarrassed to say it here. I hope you like it. Thank you so much. We have one more song for you tonight, and this is entitled Gadabout Season. Do you guys know what a gadabout is? Yay. It's like someone that likes to have fun. And that's the theme of the album, really. It's about finding joy throughout the journey of life, because sometimes life can take dips. So it's really about just finding that sliver of light along each step. So this is Gadabout Season. Thank you so very much. Rashawn Carter on bass, Alan Mednard on drums. Thank you, and congratulations on 100.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, one more time for Brandy Younger and Alan and Rashawn and the Alice Coltrane Ensemble. All right, I think it's time for us to do a little bit more partying. Anybody agree with me? Yes, okay. So you're gonna head out to the reception. Now, when you came in, you may have received a card. Did you get your postcard? Okay, excellent. So those of you who have the two women smiling, I invite you to go into the main exhibition hall upstairs now before you grab your drink. And the others, you can go into Latimer, and then we'll do another switch at some point in the evening. But until then, thank you so much for coming and enjoy.